welcome to AgentFlow on Stellar. So what does AgentFlow represent? Now imagine we have specialized agents for different protocols on the Stellar ecosystem that could, that understands how to interact with a particular protocol. For example, the SoroSwap protocol, right, or the Horizon reader. Imagine the SoroSwap protocol. We have an agent that knows what to do when we are talking about SoroSwap, knows everything, how to interact with all of the features, and is agentic, right? Now, what if we could now connect Blend, which is a lending platform on Stellar, to SoroSwap in a way that we don't have to do the interactions. The agent interacts with each other, and that's where AgentFlow come in. So we have different models. So we have users can upload their own custom agents that they've created from, let's say, protocol or multiple protocols, right, all around Stellar. Or you can come and find already created or written agents for multiple protocols on Stellar that you can work with to create what I would call a super agent, right? Because in this case now the agents are now communicating together to achieve a particular thing. And all of this is very easy because you do not actually have to code. You can choose to drag and drop like this, or you can choose to chat with our agent, our chatbot, which is called Agent X. It can help you create your flow, your pipeline for what you want to build. So let us try something out now. I don't want to drag, I'm just trying to use Agent X to interact with the platform. So I'm going to say I need you to create a good financial or staking flow where money gains from the protocol can be used to earn basically a treasury. So I just write one random thing. Now he tries to create a pipeline around the existing agents right here. You can see, so you can see that we have the blend lending to SoroSwap AMM to payment planner. So this workflow creates a cycle where your protocol yield is continuously harvested and reinvested. Would you like me to refine the parameters for a specific pool? Do you understand? Now it has created a where you get yield from Blend, like you deposit as a liquidity provider, you get yield, you swap it again, you deposit again, and stuff like that. Payment planner helps you to achieve all of that too. I can ask, okay, could you make it more robust? So it can, do you make it more robust? Then it creates a more robust version of what we have already. Then I can now ask it to explain this pipeline. So this is just like interacting with the, instead of having to drag and drop yourself, but you can drag and drop yourself if you have what you want to do. But in this case, we're just leveraging Agent X to create the pipeline for us. Yes. So it says, so you can read out what he's saying, but let's just read out the pipeline acts as a closed-loop system, moves from market intelligence, decisioning, and then execution. So Stellar asset price it gets the pricing and all of that. Now, okay, now we have our pipeline. Let me close this. So when you come here, you can see that each of these agents, right, which are all nodes, have parameters and the results when you run them. So if you look at blend lending, you can check out the rates and just use rates, network, testnet. You can go to Stellar AI Reasoner, you can leave that one like that. Okay, let's leave this then testnet. Then the payment planner now, it requires source account. I'm just going to put my account for source and destination account. Right, so setting up the pipeline, then orchestrator. Okay, I think we are good to go. Then what you just have to do is what you run flow. Select initial amount. This initial amount is the amount that you want to be paid if your agent is published, right? So when the users want to interact with your own agent, now I've created a pipeline which can now become a super agent. When I publish it, if users want to interact with this particular agent via AgentFlow, to their agents will have to pay so and so amount, which is what I just said now. That's the initial amount, and I'm running the flow. So you can see that it got the pricing. You can see green has moved from here, green, payments planner green, infrastructure green, and the execution is complete. Now if you check the pricing, you can check the result. You see that it got the pricing, right? If you check LinkedIn, you can see the result. This was the result of the interactions, like that. You can see this says provide you with the high quality search accounts, please paste the details and all of that. Then you come and like that, and basically you can publish. Just come here, you publish and say financial agent. It's not just make money. Publish, done. Now people can access, because it's still running on my local host, that's why it's published here. So but people can now access it via the community. You see financial agent. This financial agent that I just added, let me clear this first. Then when I add financial agent, now this same good node that you're seeing, it's embedded in it is the whole pipeline that you had before. Now what means that when you're interacting with this agent, it goes through all those flows before giving a result. So if another agent is interacting with this agent, it knows what to do, or you're trying to interact. So you don't have to write the whole pipeline again from scratch. You can just use one that has that stuff. Maybe you just want to add into it, and that's basically all about AgentFlow. It allows more agents, it allows agent interactions, right? And it also allows users to be able to create their own custom agent right from scratch and interact with the Stellar ecosystem.